me.
Yeah, Donald. I've been really following you for the longest time, no? Especially kasi, number one, we came from the same school.
Yes.
Di ba?
Yes.
Mga taga Hope Christian. Pero siya, talaga yung mga nasa, top, no? Sa top. Ako yung mga nasa Ropor. Ropor kami. And then, yun nga, bigla na lang talaga, because of your background, working in the corporate.
Yeah.
Sa corporate.
Yeah.
Napalaki mo, napakaraming brands. Can you please tell us yung progress mo on how you were able to penetrate the...
Yeah, sure. Actually, laking Divisoria ho ako eh. No? So, laking Divisoria. Since panganay ako, the expectation is for me to take over the family business. So, my dad operates a lighting distributor siya. No? He's one of the biggest lighting distributor ng mga GE, Philips, kung ano ng mga brands no? in Divisoria. But that time, I was very lucky because my dad said, mag-training ka muna outside. So, mag-training ka muna outside and pag natuto ka na, pwede ka bumalik. So, but imagine mo, no, nung 8 years old, 9 years old, until 15, 16, talagang sa Divisoria kami, nagkakarga ako ng mga kahon-kahon, may kartilya kami, sumasama kami sa mga bodega. So, we're kind of, actually, baka hindi nga 8, baka earlier pa, 6 years old, 5 years old. So, kasi yung bahay at yung office, isa lang eh. Right? So,
ito lang, trivia lang. And just to give you a perspective, siguro obvious naman, no, si Donald is Filipino-Chinese. And I'm also Filipino-Chinese. And then, bakit, di ba, ever since we were young talaga, na yung bahay talaga,
tipid.
di ba, yung sa ground floor, tindahan. Second floor
bahay. Oh, ganun talaga. Magkakatabi pa kaming lahat, di ba? Magkakalaban ng mga lighting products. So, friends kaming mga anak, pero technically, competitors yung mga parents namin.
At saka itong weird part, di ba? Especially pagka summer vacation.
Yeah.
Di ba parating parang compelled and required tayo, di ba? Trabaho.
Kailangan magtrabaho.
Bakit kaya ini-insist?
Because we're really being trained to take on the family business na talaga from the start. Ini-ingrained na sa utak eh. Na kailangan, alamin mo na to, paano magsuot ng check, paano mag-collection, kahit na dati scratch paper lang. Diba? Yun na yun. Pag pumunta ka doon, deliver mo yung produkto, pipirmahan lang yun kahit scratch paper. Pero yun na rin gagamitin mo for collection.
Okay.
Diba? So, it's really a very different economy as we all know in Divisoria. Right? It's a very, diba, the gray market, very gray market there.
So, how did that experience impact you as a person right now in what you're doing?
I think if you think about it, sabi ko, medyo I was born and raised in a very disciplined household. Pati pera talagang laging tipid. Laging tipid, right? And that's why I think that's also maybe the key to success, the success of my parents. Because sila sabi na, kahit hindi malakas ang benta, pero kung tipid ka, may pera ka. Then if you think about it, no, sabi ko, my training is very different. No? When I went out and go corporate, sales and marketing, habol ako benta, marketing, let's increase our sales by millions and millions, ganun. And then, gastos tayo to earn millions. So,
it's the opposite naman.
Iba, di ba? So, when I go back, sasabihin ko, mali yung ginagawa nyo, di ba? So, pero if you think about it, right now, fast forward 25 years, there's a logic to that. You don't have to, of course, my parents did not grow to be extremely big naman na corporation, no? Actually, after running it for 35 years, almost 40 years, it was still a sole proprietorship.
Hanggang ngayon?
Ngayon, only before pandemic, ginawang corporation. Kasi nga my dad had to retire, ginawa niyang corporation under the name of the kids na. Kasama siya. No? So, pero medyo kinorporate na niya. Kasi I also kept insisting gawing corporation para limited liability. No? So, and among certain benefits of a corporation, malaki rin yung volume niya kahit paano eh. We had to tell him the benefits of that. Right now, medyo nakikinig kasi, of course, that time, medyo nakikinig, medyo matanda na rin siya. So, parang sa preparing for sa inyo na yun eh.
Yeah, pero during that time, di ba, yung sinasabi mo, tipid-tipid, I want to bring you back there. Was there a moment during that time na feeling deprived ka?
Hindi ko naman naisip yun. Kasi nga, alam mo, when we were way younger, I want to buy that toy. I want to do this. So sabihin kagad ng mom ko, wag, hindi kailangan. Laging hindi kailangan. No? Actually, baliktad nga eh. Ngayon, with my kids, bili lang siya ng bili. Diba sa apo niya? Diba? Pero nung time namin, talagang pahirapan. Kailangan may kapalit lagi. So, kailangan, maka 100, literally maka 100 ka sa exam. Doon lang yung kaisa-isang time na may kapalit. Or minsan, ang mangyari, dati piso-piso, malaki na eh. So, ang gagawin niya, okay, buong Saturday mag-work ka, 5 pesos. So, iniipon namin, may alkansya kami. So, ganun, no? So, talagang sabi nga, laging pagtipid ka, mas hindi ka mamoblema. Kahit na kung mataas ang benta mo, pero malaki rin gastos mo, you can still end up with negative.
Wow.
Right.
So, ever since you were young, talagang yan ay tinuro sa inyo.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes, and at the same time, lagi nga sinasabi nga, no, which even up to now, Rizal, sabi nga niya, hindi benta, laging ang magkano ang kita. Right? So, kahit na mataas ang benta mo, maraming kumpanya, mataas ang benta, pero lugi.
Bakit?
Kasi mataas din ang expense, mataas din ang overhead. Right? My dad's office, even if you go to there now, even 30 years ago, pareho pa rin. Siguro, kasing laki lang ng kwarto na to, 4 na table, dad ko, mom ko that time, and then 2 secretary, yun lang. Dumadami ang warehouse, pero yung office ganun pa rin. Araw-araw, pumupunta siya, nakasando lang, minsan naka-t-shirt lang, for his entire work life, yung entire work, ganun lang talaga. Everything is very simple. Sabi nga niya, pag pumupunta yung mga taga-US, kasi for example, GE, pupunta, who's the number 1 distributor? Pupunta sa office, why is your office like this? Parang ganun kaliit lang. Diba? And sabi niya, proudly, yes, this is the only space I need to run a massive operation. Right? Bakit ko kailangan magkaroon ng mataas na building? Of course, naging problem lang doon is that because yung lahat nasa utak niya. Lahat ng bawat 100 or hundreds of customers, magkano ang percentage discount, magkano yung bawat totoo. Kabisado niya. Ang problema, ngayon sa amin, naging problema is the succession planning. Hindi ko memorize. Hindi na memorize ang kapatid ko. Kapatid ko nasa business eh. Ine-excel niya, pero hindi na niya ma-excel. Iba, no? Hindi ma-transfer yung real wisdom. Yung experience na yun. Pero if you ask my dad that time, really at its height, like 10 years ago, kahit may Parkinson na siya nun, ano siya ha, bawat warehouse, alam niya ilan ang in-out ng case of ilaw. Alam niya pati yung kamada, hindi, may naka-5 na patong, may 2 pa, i-shoot mo dyan. Hindi ka kailangan pumunta doon, memorize niya. Right? So that's how he was really structured.
Sige guys, ito lang importante to, especially for people na gusto nyo mag-start ng negosyo. Ang unang dapat bantayan based on the information that I just got from Donald is you keep your overhead low.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, yan ang natutunan ko kay Lucia Tan eh.
Yes. Overhead.
Oo. Kasi pag mataas ang overhead mo, kahit na malaki benta mo, baka wala ka pang profit.
Oo. And I think the pandemic taught us that. Yung malitang overhead, yun ang muna buhay. Yung mga malalaki nga, sobrang benta, ang laki ng infrastructure, ang laki ng office, biglang nabilitan mag-adjust, magsarado, mag-ganon, kasi nga hindi kakayanin.
Guys, ito isa pang another business principle, no? Probably, Donald, if you can agree or disagree. When sales are high, nothing hurts.
Yes.
But when sales are low, everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And lagi sinasabi nga ng dad ko, he would always say na, sabi nga, I'm not here to boast to my friends how big my office is. Wala naman akong pakialam eh. Marami siyang pumunta sa office niya, pero maliit. So siksikan minsan. Pero sabi niya, okay lang yun. I don't even care a single. Mas important sa akin na, okay, kailangan yun education, kailangan natin mag-trip abroad, kailangan yun. Doon ang gagastusin ko kahit paano para sa atin. Pero hindi yung malaking office para pamporma. Di ba? And if you think about it, no, yung warehouse, very walang ilaw. Imagine mo ganun kakuripot. So, naka-flashlight kami kasi madilim eh. Lalo na pag medyo 5 p.m., ganun. Ang dilim-dilim na, naka-flashlight kami. Why? Kasi bakit mag-provide ng maintenance? So, imagine that discipline of really scrimping. Of really scrimping. So, naka-flashlight kami lahat. Yung malalaking ilaw, memorize namin. Tak-tak, nakaganyan. Kasi mas matipid yun. So, hindi lip service yung kailangan kuripot dito. Talagang, it's really a way of life.
Wow.
And doon ko nakita, so when he passed during COVID, doon namin nakita, ang dami niya palang naipon, ang dami niya palang talagang on the side, di nga namin alam kasi because he passed on abruptly, no, because of COVID. Di nga namin alam ano pa yung meron siya eh. But we were very surprised na for a Divisoria business, nakapagpundar siya ng kahit paano, no, may nakabili siya that time ng kondo sa China. Marami siyang investment sa stock market, kung ano-ano. Ang dami. Sabi nga niya dati sa akin, sabi nga, ikaw, may mga negosyo ka nga, corporate ka, successful ka, kung ano-ano. Pero sabi nga, if you add all of them up, hindi mo pa rin ako matatalo. Na isang maliit na Divisoria business. Ikaw, kasi minsan happy ako, proud ako.
Kasi look good, maganda.
May office ako malaki, babuntahin ko siya dito. Sabi, ganda, laki magkano to? Diba? Lugi ka dito. Ganun, automatic agad yan. Automatic sa kanya, ba't mo kailangan ng ganyan? So that's why you're seeing already, ako dati kasi medyo I was younger. Siyempre, kahit pa paano gusto ko magpakita sa tao, di ba? Pero right now, as you can see, now I have an office, but I try to make it very plain.
Yeah.
Wala nang no frills, nothing, right? Just do work. Sometimes sabi ko nga, the office is just because I need to have an office space, literal. Pero right now, if you think about it, most of my job is really Nag-meeting ako, coffee shop, nag-meeting ako sa boardroom, more on that na.
Yan, isa pang napansin ko, Donald, no, yung sa mga tunay na mayayaman talaga. They're not show off.
No, they're not.
You want me to, I'll share with you one personal experience ko. Sa Divisoria.
Yeah,
din.
di ba so? Okay.
Di pila ako sa bangko. Nasa likod ako, may nakaharap sa akin. Ito literal, nakasando, naka-shorts, na lalaki. May bayong. Parang love song ko. Palengke ba to?
Oo.
Pero nung magde-deposit, nung binaliktad yung
Yung
bayong,
puro cash.
cash.
Cash lahat. Yeah.
Sabi ko, how to be you?
Yeah.
Bakit kaya, why are they're not show off?
I think, alam mo, sabi ko, if you look at it, maraming mainland ngayon nandito sa Pilipinas. Yun naman talagang purely show off because they came from a very suppressed society. Diba? They came from a very suppressed society. So parang pag dito may pera, kailangan pakita ko. But if you look at the traditional Chinese, the Fukians, no, the first generation and second generation Chinese over here, because they really live their life that way. When every peso is really hard earned, they want to keep that, no? Well, before, I also remember we used to segment nga, no, yung Divisoria Chinese is very different from a Green Hills Chinese, no?
Oo.
From a Green Hills Chinese, na kahit pa paano may konting may show off ng konti na
Sa Green
Hills. Diba? Pero in the Divisoria Chinese, even the culture is very different. Even when my dad would buy a car, ayaw niya nag-loan, lately na lang siya nag-loan, pero ayaw niya nag-loan. Pero lagi ang kotse nga, lagi Innova lang. Innova. Sabi ko, gusto mo Innova? Ay, kahit anong kotse, hindi. That's the most practical car that you can get. Kasya tayong lahat. Pag ako nag-drive, ganyan. So again, it's all about practicality over alam niya na in the end, icing lahat. Sabi mo, pag ang cake, sobrang daming icing, walang cake doon. Diba? At hindi mo makain, hindi ka mabubusog sa icing.
Would you consider yourself as a Divisoria Chinese also?
I'm proud to say I came from there. At the same time, sabi ko, even when I'm in corporate, I've always told my boss kahit paano, you have to allow me to also engage in certain businesses. I'm not on top, but I invest. I have my own business. Hopefully, they get to compliment. Hopefully, it will also become my nest egg when I retire later on. Right? So, but ako, my mindset is really very Divisoria. My mindset. And also, I always make sure I go back to my roots. Every Sunday, I always go there to fetch my mom. I would always spend time in Divisoria. At sabi ko nga, kung talagang laking Divisoria ka, komportable ka sa amoy. Maglakad ka doon. Sa San Nicolas, Santo Cristo, ilang hap mo, iba ang amoy
Oo naman. Laking siyempre ako.
Ikaw din. May konting estero.
Oo, di lang yun. Laking Juan Luna, tapos Naglaya. Di ba?
Naamoy mo yun.
At saka, ito lang, hindi naman sa this is really a privilege and an opportunity to talk to Donald na he really walks the talk. Kung mapapansin mo, again guys, si Donald, walang relo yan. Tingnan mo.